Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. Pretty much today's video is an eyebrow tutorial, and I'm pretty much just going to show you the steps that I take to do my brows and how I've changed them to suit my face, because I have very uneven brows. I always have. This is where one brow sits and this is where the other one sits. Pretty much what I'm doing in this eyebrow tutorial is I'm going to show you how I pluck my brows, how I fill them in and stuff, which I usually fill them in before I pluck them so I can see what hairs I don't want. I do my eyebrows at the start of my routine. I just find it easier. Let's just jump straight in. So I'm going to zoom you guys in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little artiste brush, or it's a fake one. So the first thing I'm going to do is conceal around my eyebrows, so when I do put my foundation on, I don't have to come so close and then risk messing up all of hard work on my brows. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take my, you guys know this, I use this all the time, my Australis AC On Tour Contouring and Highlighting Kit Cream, the cream one, and I'm going to take the very middle colour just here at the top middle. So I'm going to take that colour on my brush, and I'm just going to pretty much do a stripe above and a stripe below. It's pretty much how I'm going to start it. And just make sure that all around it and in between my brows is covered. So I know that now looks a tiny little bit ridiculous. Is I'm going to take my beauty blender on my beauty sponge and just dab it and blend it in a little bit. I'm not going to put this away because I'm probably going to use it again to clean up around the brow. The first thing I'm going to take is just an eyebrow groomer brush, so like a spoolie, and I'm just going to comb through it. Now, like I said, for me personally, I like to fill in my eyebrows and then pluck them. I know that's really weird, but that way I can see what hairs aren't fitting into the picture. So I'm going to take my usual eyebrow stuff, use this in every video. You guys probably get sick of me saying it. I really need to invest in some new stuff, but I love this stuff, it's great. This is the Australis Browz It Perfecting Kit, Eyebrow Perfecting Kit, sorry. Doesn't have a shade, but it's got 3 colors. My one's a bit shaded up at the moment. It has the light brown powder, the dark brown powder, and then the wax. So I'm going to take the waxy side on my Real Techniques Expert eyebrow brush or something. I'm just going to take the wax and I'm going to draw a line under the brow. I'll do one brow in like normal time and the other one in like sped up. And I always extend the tail a little bit, so you can see my hairs end here, but I've drawn it so it ends just there. What I'll do is I'll actually do one eyebrow at once so you can see it, and then I'll just speed up the other one so you see it again. So then I draw a line on top, and I don't draw like a hard line from here. I draw it when my eyebrow starts to get really thick. And then just join it at the tail like that. Then what I do is I then fill it in from the tail end backwards. So I do it to the tail, do it from the tail all the way to the front of the brow. And I don't add any extra product other than what I pick up to fill in the tail. I just use what was already on my brush and already on my skin. And I just flick it up. I'm not too fussed about the front of the brow because I am going to clean it up with concealer. But if you really are that worried, you can just sort of brush it away a little bit with your finger. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to set this so that I'm taking another brush and the dark brown powder, and I'm just going to go over all of that with the powder just to set the wax in place. This also makes my eyebrows match my hair a little bit better because I find this color, this brown, has a bit more of like a red undertone to it. And obviously because I dye my hair red and I'm trying to grow it out, but even then like this matches here pretty good. But because I do have red in my hair at the moment, it's really important to try and have that like my eyebrows matching. So now I go back in and conceal it, and then I pluck it. So that way where I've put the concealer, you can see the hairs. So I'm using the same cream product we used before, just on a paddle brush this time. I'm just going so I'm just carving out that shape, and I do top and bottom. Okay, so now I just use that brush just to blend it out. So I just am really careful when I place the brush next to the brow, and then I just drag it up. So I pull most of the product up and away from the brow, and then just blend. So I just do the same. So whereas in the center here, I just put it next to and then pull it sideways, and then down below is I just put it underneath and then drag down. If you find that you're struggling, if you just hold your skin up, your brow up, you get less movement, and it just makes it easier. Okay, so now hopefully you guys can see all the little hairs that have white in them. That's where the root is. So they're the ones where the root has obviously gotten covered in. Now, like I said, I'm only going to do one eye on camera because it does take a while, and I don't want this video to be 10 minutes just on brows. So now I'm going to take my tweezers. These are the ones from the Browz kit. These are just my old ones that are a lot cleaner. And I'm just going to... So I'm just trying to take the hairs that are white. Yes, when you pull them out, some of them will be brown because obviously the top is still covered in brown. But you can see the white hairs in there from the concealer. And I do pluck above my brow as well because you have little hairs up here. I find up the top hurts way less than the bottom as well. I don't know if you guys saw me pull that out, but I just pulled it out so slowly. And if you think that little hairs are getting stuck in there, just lightly comb through the hairs, and that'll get rid of all those ones. I don't even have little scissors to just trim my hairs at the top, but that's alright. Now the last step to finish off the brows is to go in with a brow mascara to set all the hairs in place and cover up the ones that we have left that do still have a little bit of concealer on them, but I don't want to pluck them because they will it'll take too much out of my brow. So the brow mascara I've been using lately, and this is a coloured one. This is the Maybelline Brow Drama. It's a sculpting brow mascara in dark brown. I find it also helps give my brows a little bit of dimension when I've got a coloured brow mascara. So that's what the brow looks like. Now, no, they're not the perfect Instagram brow, but I don't really care for perfect brows. As long as they look neat, they look tidy, that's all I care about. So now I'm going to go do the other video, and I'll come back when we are